What if, in a single instant, the Earth came to a complete stop? No warning, no gradual slowing, just stillness. Right now, you're spinning at over 1,000 miles per hour, even if you can't feel it. That speed keeps our planet alive, balancing everything from tides and temperature to time itself. But if the Earth stopped rotating, everything would break. Not just physically, but climatically, culturally, and even biologically. This isn't just a science fiction fantasy, it's a physics nightmare. Today we'll walk through what happens, second by second, layer by layer, from global winds faster than hurricanes to time freezing in place. You're about to witness the total collapse of a spinning world. Let's dive into the cosmic consequences of stillness. Let's start with the very first second. If Earth stopped spinning instantly, you wouldn't be standing still. Everything on the surface, oceans, buildings, people, would continue moving at the same speed the Earth was rotating, about 1,040 miles per hour at the equator. That means the ground beneath you would stop, but you and everything around you would still be flying eastward. The result? A wave of destruction. Entire cities would be obliterated. People and objects would be thrown violently, like being inside a car crashing at 1,000 miles per hour. The atmosphere wouldn't stop either. It would keep moving, slamming against mountain ranges and flattening forests with winds stronger than any tornado. Airplanes would fall from the sky. Satellites would drift out of sync, and the global power grid would likely shut down within seconds. It wouldn't be an apocalypse. It would be the end of physics as we know it. Earth's rotation creates an equatorial bulge. The planet is slightly wider at the middle due to centrifugal force. When rotation stops, so does that force. Water from the equator would begin moving toward the poles. That means massive flooding in polar regions like Canada, Northern Europe, Russia, and Antarctica, while the equator would become a dry, elevated wasteland. Sea levels in some areas could rise by over 300 feet, drowning coastlines and swallowing entire cities like London, New York, and Tokyo. Tsunamis would ripple across the globe. Rivers would change direction, weather systems would shatter, and the very concept of coastline would be redrawn. Right now, Earth rotates once every 24 hours, giving us day and night. But if the spin stopped completely, each side of the planet would face either perpetual sunlight or unending darkness. That means 6 months of baking heat on one side and 6 months of deep freeze on the other. Deserts would expand uncontrollably. Glaciers would form rapidly in once temperate zones. The only habitable region would be a narrow twilight belt between light and dark, circling the planet like a slim ribbon. There, the sun would forever hover near the horizon, casting permanent golden light. But even this strip wouldn't be safe. Wind patterns would be unpredictable, temperatures erratic, and survival uncertain. Without rotation, Earth loses the Coriolis effect, the invisible force that causes hurricanes to spin and directs jet streams. No Coriolis force means no global wind circulation. Instead of organized climate patterns, you'd have slow, chaotic air movements. Equatorial regions would scorch under constant sunlight, heating the atmosphere and creating violent upward drafts. At the same time, dark-side regions would cause air to cool and sink violently. This thermal imbalance would lead to superstorms, massive, planet-wide wind systems that could last for months or years. No rain cycles, no trade winds, just violent gusts, sudden droughts, and endless storms. Farming becomes nearly impossible. Forests burn or freeze, and ecosystems collapse like dominoes. Earth's core spins with the planet, and that spin helps create the magnetic field protecting us from solar radiation. If the rotation stopped, our magnetic field might begin to weaken or collapse entirely. Without that shield, Earth would be bombarded with high-energy particles from the sun and deep space. Satellites would fry, auroras would dance at the equator. Cancer rates would skyrocket from radiation exposure. The ozone layer might thin rapidly, and over time, parts of the Earth could become completely uninhabitable due to solar UV damage. Stopping the spin doesn't just affect tides and time, it tears down the very shield that makes life possible. Even if humans survived the initial destruction, society as we know it wouldn't. Clocks and calendars depend on Earth's rotation. So does agriculture, international travel, and the global internet. With no concept of day or night, entire time zones become meaningless. Crops wouldn't know when to grow. Animals would lose their internal clocks. Human circadian rhythms would break down. Mental health disorders would spike. Depression, insomnia, psychosis. Communities would flee to the twilight belt where survival is possible, but food, water, and shelter are scarce. Mass migration, wars over resources, collapse of governments and economies. Civilization would shrink back to scattered, isolated pockets, each struggling to survive in a world where the sun never moves. Could Earth actually stop spinning? Instantly, number that would break the laws of angular momentum. But slowly, yes, and it's already happening. The moon is gradually slowing Earth's spin through tidal friction. Every century, our days grow longer by about 1.7 milliseconds. In billions of years, Earth could become tidally locked with the moon, showing only one face to it forever. And if something massive collided with Earth, a rogue planet for instance, it could slow or alter our spin dramatically. So, while total stoppage is unlikely, changes to our rotation are part of our planet's long-term destiny. It's a reminder of how fragile our balance really is. We take Earth's spin for granted. The sun rises, the moon moves, the stars glide overhead, all because of one quiet, unceasing rotation. But if that stopped, life would never be the same. Every second we ride a planet spinning through space, invisible, seamless, constant, and yet that spin is the heartbeat of our world. So the next time you feel the breeze, watch a sunset, or wake with the dawn, remember you're moving at over 1,000 miles per hour. And it's that movement that makes time, life, and Earth possible. Thank you for watching Orbit Insights. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more cosmic deep dives into science, space, and the unknown. And tell us in the comments, what other what if should we explore next? Until next time, stay grounded and keep spinning.